Hey everybody, welcome back to Hey everybody, welcome back to Half Serious F1. We still have not figured out how to do intros, but we're here, back at Zito's.
Back at Zito's. Not only are we back at Zito's, we just had ourselves a Half Serious sandwich.
Yeah, dude, honestly, this one might be a bit of a slog to get through. We're both a little stuffed. We typically don't eat here before we record, but I don't know, something whispered to us that we absolutely had to. They closed well before we get here, so we ordered ahead of time. It was beautiful. Thanks again for all that you guys do. Zito's Deli, the greatest place on earth.
I'm going to say, never mind. Let's keep going.
No,
because I forgot his name. I asked his name twice so that I could remember it, so that I could say it on the podcast, and I forgot. So we're gonna move.
Make sure to comment your name if Rick forgot it. Jeez. So sorry.
So bad. Thank you for the sandwich.
Yes, thank you so much, guys. We love being here, and thank you so much for having us. Truly the best. I get so hungry every time we come here. I'm so glad.
Literally the first time we've eaten. Right before we...
Yeah, no, every time we walk in, I'm like, oh, God, I want a sandwich so bad, because you can smell the deli smell every time you come in. But we're not here to talk about sandwiches, much to my chagrin. I really do kind of wish this was a sandwich podcast instead. This is a Formula One podcast. Yes. We've been gone a little bit.
Yes, we've been putting in some work. If it doesn't look like it, we've been working.
Yeah, we've been working really hard on a number of different things.
Yeah, for one... It took a little bit of time and work to watch the F1 movie.
Oh, do you want to start with the F1 movie? Because that's gonna get my energy up.
Okay, let's do it. Okay. It's not even on the outline.
It's on the very bottom of the outline. When I put the outline together, I figured we'd cap it off with.
I'm sorry. I just cleared my throat.
If you have surround sound and just the right side of your ear got hit with a cough, that was Rick, not me.
That was me.
No, let's talk about that. Let's talk about F1 the movie. I almost called it the F1 movie, but truly it is F1 the movie.
Yeah, like
Spaceballs, the lunchbox.
I think that's why they did it.
I hope it's out of an obscure sense of humor.
Yeah, because it was. I mean, I loved the movie personally.
F1 the movie?
Yeah.
You loved the movie. Tell me you loved the movie.
I would say that I loved the movie.
I get.
Well, no, I don't want anything to be misconstrued. I really liked the movie, so let me downgrade it.
You love your wife.
Yeah, let me downgrade it. I love my wife. I really like the F1 movie. The movie.
I like a lot of bad things. There's a lot of media out there I consume, and I'm thrilled to death about it, even though I know it's bad. I like the movie Armageddon. Armageddon is kind of a bad movie.
I don't want to fall asleep
because I miss you, babe. Anyways, we could give me with some animal crackers, buddy. We're gonna have an afternoon. I wish F1 the movie was as good as Armageddon. There were bits I liked about it, and I don't want to be the guy that comes out and just trashes everything. I know I have a bit of a reputation, if I have a reputation at all, as kind of a hater. Yeah. There's a lot of things I'm kind of vocal about that I don't like. A lot of things I really do like. I'll try and point out a few key, you know what? You're the lover. Tell me some things that you liked about the F1 movie.
Well, not only did I like the movie for what it was, obviously the name, I think that kind of threw me off. I walked into the wrong movie. No, I would say I came at it from like a film and camera lover and cinematographer.
There was some cool photography for sure.
Like the way they shot it for sure one of the best. Like if they can have, actually they kind of do, but I was like, if they could have that during the live broadcast, but the way the camera like flipped back and forth,
It was pretty cool. There was some cool stuff there. Don't get me wrong.
that was really cool. I mean, yeah, the plot, seen it coming from a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
I would say if they didn't use some kind of plot that was somewhat predictable, I think people might have got lost.
True. Yeah.
Like if you got deep into like strategy and all that stuff of F1, like someone that's not a casual, viewer of F1 like we are,
yeah.
I think they would have got lost.
I can see that.
So I
that
think
critique for sure.
I think the approach that they took was the best approach. And for that, I give it to them for that. So that's kind of why I like the movie, because they definitely entertained me, which a movie should do.
Yeah.
And fucking, it was Brad Pitt.
It was Brad Pitt. We love Brad Pitt. I did want to title.
You love Brad Pitt.
Well, I'm not married yet, so I get
okay.
to love other things.
There we go.
No, I like Brad Pitt. like Brad Pitt. I was gonna say we should title this episode "So You're Brad Pitt." That don't impress me much, but I thought, I don't know.
It could work.
God.
Hey, Bardot wasn't bad either, although I did laugh through some of the corniest shit he said.
Bardot?
The principal, the team.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the rear jack man.
Dude.
That one scene, I will say, there's one scene where the team principal runs out and does the rear jack, and he's so proud of it because he used to. That was probably my favorite scene of the whole movie.
I'm sorry. I messed up. The owner, team owner.
Oh, Javier Bardem. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't hate Javier Bardem's performance. I thought a lot of the acting was actually pretty good. Kind of saved Brad Pitt.
Oh, the acting was great.
Yeah.
It's just the lines that they used.
Yeah.
Like that part was a little rough, but still, I am going to watch it again when it streams.
Yeah, I ain't paying for another movie ticket.
And I'll probably I watched it for free. Thank you, VP.
Nice.
So I'll watch it again when it streams and comes on a Saturday or Sunday, not during a race.
Yeah, maybe we should try and do a watch along or something like that. I think it'll be on Apple TV when it comes out.
Oh yeah, it's got to be right.
Yeah. So my critiques, and I'll try and keep them short. One, they tried to explain F1 in the movie, which is not a good idea. I don't think. I think fundamentally, the idea that you're going to go into this movie, learn a lot about a motorsport.
Thanks for tuning into the Half Serious F1 podcast. If you're in San Antonio, make a pit stop at Zito's Deli, home of the Serious Sandwich. Full flavor, championship attitude. Now back to the action.
Did I hit record?
We would have left. Honestly, we would have just packed the mics up and went home and we'll do this tomorrow. No, dude. I think the issue I had with Formula One is they tried to teach you about Formula One. We can barely do that in a podcast format. Yeah. And again, we're not experts. This is half serious F1. We're talking about a movie right now.
Yeah.
I think you're right. The goal should have been entertainment. And I think in so many ways, they were trying to please existing fans. They were trying to bring in new fans. And they were trying to sort of bridge a gap and sort of like satisfy everyone. And I love racing movies. I really like racing. Yeah. Rush, Ford versus Ferrari. Honestly, I had a debate. Is Talladega Nights a better racing movie than F1 the movie? And my personal opinion, yes. But we'll leave that for later. That's my hot take. I genuinely think Talladega Nights is a better racing movie. F1 had its moments. I loved all of the IMSA stuff at the very beginning. Yeah. That was really cool watching him do Daytona. I liked that a lot. I liked all of the sort of in-car filming.
Yeah.
What I didn't like about the photography of the movie is you know, so it's a lot of the race footage is stitched together from like actual footage.
Yep.
Every time I saw the Apex GP car, I knew physically it was not a real car just by like looking at it. It wasn't even that like I knew that car wasn't there that day. I just knew by watching it, like, that's not that car. There was something about the lighting, the way the shadows were cast. It just was not a polished enough effect for me to believe it. Maybe that's a wide criticism and I go to shitty movie theaters, but for me, it looked digitally superimposed.
Really?
And I couldn't get it out of my head. It wasn't out of focus when it should have been, I think, in some ways. And it just, I know it was a challenging effect, and no shade to the editors whatsoever. Like, that's a very hard thing to do, but I was pulled out of the movie every time I saw one of those scenes where like it was an aerial shot of like, was it like Leclerc and Verstappen in Vegas, and there's Sonny Hayes in the Apex GP car. I was
honestly, I guess I wasn't that critical, or I didn't. Yeah, that wasn't something that I
don't know, man. It just stuck out to me. And then the other thing that stuck out to me, and I think this is going to be the last thing I bring up about F1 the movie because we got other stuff to talk about. The other thing that bothered me was the narration track during all of the race scenes when
it not being 100%.
Well, just you're just. It's show me, don't tell me. You don't have to explain. And Sonny Hayes is changing his tire strategy for this crazy, unique maneuver. Yeah. And it's like, I don't have to hear that every time. Like, you can show me what you're doing. And I thought that was, again, it cheapened the movie a little bit. I think it could have been so much more. And I was just slightly disappointed. I will watch it again. 4 out of 10 stars on IMDb is 4 out of 10 for me. What's your rating?
I would give it a 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Wow.
I did watch it with a packed house of people that I knew, so it was okay. I was somewhat tainted, or what would you say, influenced, or
no? I mean, the experience changes things too, for sure. But I was also sitting right next to my now fiance.
Congratulations.
Who was taking notes during the movie, which is terrible movie theater etiquette. I told her this on the ride home. I was like, don't take notes on your phone.
She was doing her homework
during the movie. Yeah. But she was just writing all the things she didn't like
about the movie?
About the movie. She was taking notes because she knew that we were going to have this conversation at some point.
Lord.
And I have the notes on my phone. We're going to talk about something else, but I will bring it up later, and that'll be a special treat. We get to see what Zoe had to say about F1 the movie. Anything else on the Lewis Hamilton masterpiece?
I would say I think someone that did see the movie and liked it was probably Carlos Sainz, right?
I don't think he did. I didn't believe him for a second. He was like, maybe not the F1 experts that like it, but it's okay.
Dude, it was kind of fun to see everyone come out in the movie though too.
Yeah. Yeah. And everybody was kind of like predictably their own personality. Like there's that one bit where like you see like Piastri during the national anthem and he just like walks away.
Like, and then like Max mad dogging a couple times. Yeah. You see that?
And was it the Gunter Steiner?
Oh yeah.
That was my favorite cameo for sure.
You know what? That's one thing that threw me off.
What? Oh, Gunter being there?
I kept forgetting that it was like filmed 3 years or 2.
Yeah, it's 2023.
So it totally screwed me up because I was like, oh, he's not there. No, wait.
Yeah.
So it
and Checo looked great in that movie. Yeah. And you know what is looking better by the day? Every time I watch a Red Bull performance, I go, man, don't you guys miss Checo Perez? Yeah. Just a little bit. Bit. All right, so we missed Austria. We haven't talked about that. We're talking about Great Britain, Silverstone today. We're going to talk about both today. But meaning we missed last week where we would have talked about Austria. So let's talk a little bit about Austria. And we can kind of talk about them in companion because they're 2 Lando Norris wins.
2 Lando Norris wins, which I didn't see coming.
I mean, I've been kind of betting against Lando Norris since day one, at least this season. He's in an incredible car, but he's not Oscar Piastri to me. I think Oscar Piastri is a better driver from what I've seen. Lando Norris took it, man. I mean, at least Austria, I think, was a very well-deserved win.
Yeah.
Silverstone, I have some trepidations about.
I'm telling you, I went to the drawing board after.
And you're like, this will never happen again.
Literally, I thought about it for a very long time. I came to a realization, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah.
So it was a Norris win.
Piastri in second, and Charles Leclerc in third. A nice little podium.
It was a good race. I remember it.
Yeah.
Vivid. No, not. I was going to say other words, but vividly came, and it's not vividly because I don't remember it that clear. It all kind of blended together.
All right, so let's talk about our favorite moments. It's got to be Kimi Antonelli taking up Max Verstappen in lap 1, right? Do you have a better?
So I kind of went into this earlier, and we had a bet. I don't know if you remember.
When he was gonna get
Max was actually. I keep forgetting what it's called. It's the.
He was gonna get a suspension.
Suspension, but what are the points called?
The super license points.
Super license points. So we made a bet that he was going to lose his license or get a race suspension before Silverstone. So what I learned after we made that bet is that in Austria, if he didn't get the suspension, his points would actually restart, or they would not restart. They'd actually go down to like 3 or something. We gotta look into the actual what it is, but it was an 11 where he was at. My whole thing, worst start that he's had.
Yeah. In qualifying too.
Qualifying.
Yeah.
I think he did not want to race that race.
His Austrian home race. He's not Austrian, but
that's the
Red Bull's home
base. I think he didn't want to race that race, and they made a deal where Antonelli was going to take him out. Was it the first corner?
It was literally the first corner. Yeah, first corner. DNF for Verstappen and Antonelli.
When have you ever seen Max take a crash that easy?
I mean, I think Antonelli did kind of like drive straight into him. And when have I ever seen Max take a crash that easy?
That easy.
Yeah, he was really nice to Kimi Antonelli.
I think he hugged him.
Yeah, he patted him on the back and everything. It was atypical Max Verstappen behavior, but he's got a kid now. I think he's chilled out a little bit. I do agree with you that I don't think he necessarily wanted to be there, but I kind of am of the belief that I don't think Max Verstappen has actually wanted to be on an F1 track all season. I think he would so much rather be on vacation. I mean, granted, I would rather do that instead of my job too, but
that's what it is to him. It's a job. So
it's a job.
Getting the day off probably wasn't the worst thing.
It's exactly what it was. It wasn't his fault at all.
I take it all back. He got a free PTO day.
Yeah.
And he didn't get suspended. And it was the coolest rookie of the season.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Max,
I think it was a good day for Max.
It was a good day for Max. Okay, conspiracy over. It was a good day for Max.
Dude, I love a good Rick conspiracy theory. This needs to be a segment.
Well, we could do it. We're gonna go on, and there's gonna be one about tracks in just a bit.
Okay, so there was Carlos Sainz did not start, which we thought was because he had watched the F1 movie and loved it so much.
I thought he was pulling the sunny.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, how do I start this car?"
I absolutely was losing my crap, losing my shit.
You can say shit. We're not monetized.
Losing my shit when I seen that happening.
That's funny, dude.
I mean, it really sucked that he caught on fire.
It's happening. Yeah. Is he actually doing it? I hadn't seen the movie yet.
That would be the best.
And Rick texted me. He was like, "Do you know what's happening right now?"
That would be the best time to do it, right after the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
I could be wrong.
It's Startgate.
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
Startgate.
We're gonna call it Startgate. Yeah. So Carlos Sainz did not start because he had brake failure on the formation lap, and he could not get the car moving off the grid during the formation lap. They had to do a whole race, it was an aborted start, so they had to start again a couple minutes later. The first. Oh, please.
Which is another thing that I've seen that they actually do that I had never seen.
What?
The aborted stop where the mechanics get to come back out on the track and work on the car. Mm-hmm. When I seen that in the movie, I was like, this is not real.
No, that was actually one of the things they got right.
I literally, during the movie, I was like, this is not real.
Come on,
guys. Literally.
I don't think I had any of those moments really in the movie theater. I think the one thing I had that I was kind of like grumbling about on the way out of the movie theater was like, I didn't see any qualifying, not one qualifying session the entire time.
Really? I thought
no qualifying. There was no qualifying session the entire movie. I don't know if they cut one out. I hope they did. But the idea that you're going to do an F1 movie and you're not even going to show one single qualifying session,
that's the biggest part.
I don't think Rush did that either. So maybe I'm talking too much shit, but I thought Rush was a more fun movie. So.
Yeah. All right, back off the movie.
Yeah, God, we're going to talk about this. It's going to haunt me. So those first lap crash with Verstappen and Antonelli. But I mean, a really great move by Lando Norris to take the lead, or keep the lead, cutting off Charles Leclerc into that corner. But just the battle between Piastri and Leclerc. Piastri and Norris, not Leclerc. Leclerc was happy in third and Hamilton in fourth right behind him. Good job, boys, at Austria.
Yeah.
The battle between Lando and Piastri during the first sort of 10, 15 laps or so. I mean, specifically lap 11 was just magical. I thought it was some of the best racing side by side I had seen all year.
That's
I thought
what you
it was
see.
really, really good. I was sweating the entire time. I was like, they're both going to Bennett. It's going to be Canada Part 2, except they're both going to, get punctures or whatever. I thought it was going to be real bad news for McLaren in the first couple laps there. The fact that either one of them fought that hard and still finished the race, I think is exactly what Formula One is about. Yeah. That is racing. I was super excited to see it until, was it lap 50 something?
Oh yeah. We had lap traffic.
Yeah. So it was with the second McLaren pit stop, and the whole thing with Piastri's pit stop strategy was like lining things up so that he had his tires come in at just the right time, and he was going to take over Lando Norris. And I was like, Norris isn't going to know what hit him. And then what hit Piastri was Colapinto. It didn't hit him, but he drove him off the track. And
I thought he was going to crash.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think Piastri thought he was going to crash. He was 4 wheels in the grass right next to the barrier. Colapinto just drove him straight off. If Piastri hadn't responded, he would have been hit. Yeah. And it's like you've got back markers fighting for 15th place, I think they were fighting for, all race, causing penalties all over the place. Yeah. I think Yuki at least caught 10 seconds for that.
Yeah.
I mean, Colapinto too. Both of them caught penalties for various altercations or instances on the track. And it's just like, I get fighting, but
not when you're not even in the points.
Yeah, and especially not if you're about to take out the guy in second place.
Yeah.
Like that is crazy bad behavior. And I was super disappointed to see it. But
well, that's part of some of the stuff that I went down the rabbit hole of thinking how things could be better. I mean, obviously this F1 has been going on for how long, and to think,
I mean, 75 years as of this year.
To think that some of these things haven't been addressed, but I mean, I don't know.
We'll put our petition online.
Yeah, I keep. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I was thinking about track wise, but yeah, I mean, lap traffic is horrible. I guess it's part of race. It's part of racing, but when you go into something like, let's say, like Baja, the lead. So then you're talking about speed. You're talking about actual like talent to get through stuff. It's weird when you see races that are point to point.
Yeah, like enduro races.
You don't get issues like safety cars.
Yeah, lap traffic.
You don't get lap
like
traffic. You do get traffic. I think they have a better way of dealing with traffic, which is bumping them.
Yeah.
So you give them a little warning, little honk here and there. They don't get over it. You get to nerf them.
Yeah.
In Baja. So I think coming from that and looking at some of this track stuff, because I even think in endurance they do it a little different.
Really? Oh yeah, like World Endurance Championship.
They don't do like safety cars the way they do in like F1. In F1. But I think we can go down that maybe in a little bit if we wanted to. But I say let's get through Austria anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, really, I think it was Norris and Piastri's battling in the beginning of the race specifically. That was really the highlight there. Ice machine. I thought we were getting robbed. So with Norris taking over that race, winning Austria, it put him 15 points behind Oscar Piastri going into the 2025 British Grand Prix at Silverstone. Anything you want to say about that, Rick? Because I've got one thing in particular I want to talk about.
Which part?
Nico fucking Hülkenberg, dude. Welcome to the podium, Nico Hülkenberg. This was your race. Dude, I've been holding it in all day long. Yeah. That was my favorite thing to see in Formula One.
Absolutely.
In any race I've ever seen. I've never been more happy than watching Nico Hülkenberg score that point. Or
I was very excited, and I wanted to text you and call you about it.
Yeah, you just texted me because I woke up a little late that day. You just texted me. He goes, "Race?" ? Not yet. Don't tell me anything.
Yeah.
But I put it on immediately, and my Zoe was laughing at me because she could hear me from downstairs. Nico Hülkenberg,
dude, and he had it for a very long time too. Like he was just working his way, staying patient, just making sure.
P17.
Yeah.
To 14 point.
Yeah.
Or a 14 place difference.
Yeah.
That is a monstrous drive. That was one of the most incredible things I've ever seen in my life.
I would say way to stay in there.
Dude, absolutely.
Not only the race, I'm talking about his whole career.
Oh, absolutely.
Like 239 starts.
And like consistently like the nicest guy in the world. Can you imagine?
The two pictures that they put next to each other of when he first started.
Yeah.
And Nico. And then I heard the funniest thing, and I don't want to burst your bubble.
No, please, let's hear
Don't burst your bubble or his. But the Lego trophy for final.
God. I was so mad, dude. I did not realize if it was anybody else. If it was Lewis Hamilton, which I want to talk about that in a second. If it was Lewis Hamilton, I would have said, "All right, boys, enjoy your Lego trophies. That's fun." Nico Hülkenberg deserves
a
bronze.
real fucking trophy.
You better be able to eat ice cream out of that trophy is what he deserves.
Yeah.
And I really hate talking about like what drivers deserve because I think a lot of that came with Lando Norris, and that's a lot of why I'm not a huge Lando Norris fan. Is everybody said he deserves the championship. You don't deserve shit.
You ain't.
You got to drive for it.
Yeah.
And Nico Hülkenberg did drive for it.
It's evident that that boy deserved it.
Oh, and he did deserve it. He earned it, is what he did, and I thought that was incredible. There was one moment though where Hamilton was right on his ass. And it was like you ever watch those heartwarming videos of like when the team manager comes out to score the last point in the game. It was like if Hamilton played for the other team and just stuffed him. And I was like, Hamilton, don't do it, man. You do not need to podium a 14th time at this race.
Yeah.
I get that you're a Sir Lewis Hamilton, but let this one go, Chief. And thank God. I don't know if Hamilton knew what he's a smart enough guy that I think he kind of backed off a little bit. Maybe I'm just projecting. I don't think he really lost all that much pace to Nico. I think he could have if he wanted to.
I think he could have, because he was racing everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it took him no time to get past Stroll.
Yeah.
No time to get past
Stroll got passed by 2 people at one time.
Yeah.
One on the outside,
Lewis Hamilton in the F1 movie.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Also, that's what I said didn't happen. He was not in that play. Lewis Hamilton was not in. He was like in 10th place at Vegas that year.
He
was in the lead for that race. That was not the case. Anyways, sorry.
But they weren't doing Plan C though.
No. Come back. Nico Hülkenberg.
Yeah,
your flowers, well deserved.
Yes.
Thought it was a little disrespectful
with the Lego.
The Legos. The McLaren boys didn't give him near enough props on that podium. No. They should have been bowing down to him. I don't care. I don't care if you're racing for a championship. You pay some respect to your elders. I did notice Max Verstappen was the first person to come over and shake his hand when he got out of that car. Class act, Max Verstappen. Don't usually say that.
He's. I think Max is a racer through and through.
Yeah.
I think he
believe that.
He gives respect when he believes someone deserves the respect. I think Russell has a lot to work for. Because I think that's got to be his only person that he doesn't really respect that much. And I still don't know why.
It was that whole thing. I think. Well,
I mean, I know the previous stuff like that happened this season, but before
last season it was. I can't remember what move he pulled. But Russell came out in the media and was like, it's dangerous. And I can't remember what he said about Max Verstappen.
Oh, he was critiquing.
Yeah. He was.
You don't do that.
Russell just mouths off a lot, but he does it in like the most like pretentious British way possible. So it doesn't sound like he's talking shit, you know?
Yeah.
And it's one of those things you can easily read through it.
Passive aggressive.
Yeah. Pure British passive aggression.
Yeah.
And speaking of aggressive passing at the British Grand Prix, you like that?
That was pretty nice. Alley-oop.
I don't know if I even have anything for that. A lot of
passing.
I don't know. I got so carried away by Nico Hülkenberg. I kind of completely forgot what happened.
I mean, there was strategy on top of strategy on top of strategy.
I mean,
Stroll with the early slicks.
Yeah, well, Leclerc too.
Leclerc with the early slicks.
Who ended the race in what, P12 or something like that?
Yeah, he couldn't get back up.
God, he was out of the points the whole time. That was so hard to watch.
So I don't want to jump to the end, but I don't know where we're at in time.
Yeah, well, let's get to it.
I was probably. Well, I probably wasn't as angry as Oscar Piastri was, but I was pretty close.
Yeah.
The whole thing with safety cars.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Is
safety car.
It's so rough because there is no strategy. There's come to be strategy with safety cars, and I think that's wrong. I don't think there should be something that's an obstacle. I mean, I understand tires. You have to have tires.
Yeah.
But it's not something that's caused by someone that you're racing against, or there's got to be something has to be done about safety cars. What I went into when this whole thing happened was like, they need to redesign tracks. They have like runoff tracks for corners that are too fast or too slow, whatever you want to call it. I who knows? I forget.
Both.
So they should have almost bypass. No, this is what I went down. That they should almost have bypass for safety car place, like for safety car. So instead of having like a safety car, well, I guess there would still be a safety car. So I didn't go all the way through because halfway through I kind of realized that was a stupid idea. But my thought was they should almost have like a track inside of a track where it's almost a bypass when there's like an accident that they can go retrieve the car while they're still racing.
Oh,
but that would get into a whole other that would get into a whole other thing. But I also thought same thing with lap traffic, where you could kind of bypass certain people if there's lap traffic or they have to go down certain bypasses. Yes, some of this came from Mario Kart, but I was thinking like there should be something like that. And I've been around. They've been around for 75 years. There hasn't been anything, so there might not be a good use case or whatever it is. But then I thought, we have all these trackers. Why don't they use the trackers to then, after a safety car, start everyone at their same gaps that they started at?
I think it would slow down the race dramatically. If you want a quick answer as to why, I think if they did do that, because I like where your head's at.
Yeah.
At first, I'm like, that's a pretty sweet idea. But then you're gonna reform everybody back at the start and then do
so you wouldn't reform
staggered starts?
You couldn't. So you won't reform the thing. So everybody kind of at the pace car pace. So it's kind of like our safety car pace, kind of like they do it. But you get these lights inside of your car.
Okay.
That tell you when you can actually hit the gas to go.
Oh.
So the lead person that actually had the lead can go as soon as the time tells him that he's at the same gap or will be when you're full speed. They basically like light up, give them the green inside of their car, so then they can then hit the gas.
Yeah, hey man.
I mean, they have the technology to do it. They have they have flags and all that stuff, but I believe they have lights inside the car that tells them that there's a safety car out, right?
It's like on the steering wheel, yeah. I think there's a safety car sort of indicator on the dash.
It doesn't make sense for someone that has such a big gap in the lead to then have to then, like, it's you're almost taking someone that's way better than someone and be like, okay, now you have to come down to everybody that couldn't keep up with you because this happened. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, you're really talking about 2018, kind of the battle between Hamilton and Verstappen, in which they unlapped only the cars in between Hamilton and Verstappen during the safety car restart, and that was a huge controversy.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because Verstappen no longer had back markers to get through on the last lap, which made it a showdown.
Yeah.
And Verstappen had fresh tires.
So that's another thing.
So,
yeah.
It turned it into a drag race when it really shouldn't have been.
Yep.
The safety car thereby completely changing the race.
Yeah.
As it was. So you're not wrong. There have been safety car controversies, and this one with Piastri will stand out, I think. 10 points.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even go there because I think the main issue was the safety car thing.
Yeah,
because that would have never happened if
Rick hates safety cars.
I mean, not when my guy wins for the safety car.
For sure,
I'm like safety car.
Yeah.
So, but you gotta think. Well, the team McLaren won.
Yeah.
Either way. Two guys, 1-2.
Mm-hmm.
They love it. There's nothing you can.
There's two championships. It's great for the constructors, but I get Oscar Piastri pissed. I mean, he got robbed during Silverstone. I think he got robbed. He had a solid lead. I don't think that the braking behind the I can see why there were a lot of reasons he would have done that.
Yeah.
And if you are going to penalize him, I definitely don't think it should be a 10-second penalty. I don't think he was brake checking Max or anything like that. I just, I thought he tried to slow the pack down so he could get a good launch, and I don't think that's illegal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a FIA rules expert. I'm not going to pretend to say that like I have authority on this matter. What I can tell you is I don't think whatever consequence he received for that matches the sort of the harm that he may have caused. And I don't think at most Max got a flat spot on one of his tires by braking too hard, like at most.
Yeah.
That's what happened. There was no wreck, no collision, nothing actually happened. You just had to brake real hard and get out of the way.
I mean, that's literally the most pissed I've ever seen him. Obviously, I don't remember him in previous seasons.
Well, driving for Alpine, he wasn't a happy guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mentioned that earlier in Austria when he's like, oh, this is now the most recent time Alpine has fucked me over again.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was.
So that was my. It's funny because I actually drew tracks on what bypass, because I was going down thinking of bypasses obviously have to then also have the same distance so that they're actually going the same amount of kilometers.
Rick, I want to follow up on this. I want to see your drawings, and I want at least a 15-minute segment
of the new, like,
I want an easel presentation of what all the new F1 tracks are gonna look like. Not that you don't have enough work to do.
I mean, literally, I was going so far into it, and then I'm like, no, that's not. That's not
ridiculous.
There's so many different tracks that, like, I was thinking in the best street course there is,
Monaco.
Oh. They would have to do almost like a elevated.
You would need an aerial. You need a helicopter, a safety helicopter. Honestly, safety helicopter. Let's not rule it out.
Safety. You come and just scoop it up, and there it is.
Dude, if we get the National Guard in on this, when I'm elected, FIA president, we're gonna bring in some helicopters for safety.
Because I was for sure. We won't revisit that, but we got to do something about these safety cars.
Yeah.
Safety cars, and then, lapped racers that.
Yeah, well, the FIA director in 2018 got fired for that decision about only letting some of the lapped cars.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would have been Hamilton's 8th championship. Yeah. Anyways, and that was Verstappen's first. So
I wonder what it's like in NASCAR.
What, safety cars?
Well, just safety cars and lap vehicles.
I don't know about lapping in NASCAR at all. I know they have a safety car, but I don't know how lapping works in NASCAR. I think you just got to get around them. Yeah. I genuinely think that's how it is. And in most cases, there's a sort of bias towards let cars who are on track ahead of you or have net higher place than you go by. But I mean, I don't think there's anything in the rules outside of you can't impede another driver if they've lapped you already. But I think you can make it harder for them to get past you. I don't know.
Well, it was still 2 great races other than, I mean,
Lando winning.
Other than Lando winning,
it was earned Austria. I'll give him that.
It was a great race. I loved the different strategies of the slicks, the softs, and the intermediates. Like that was awesome to see them go out there and F1 on ice and
the double Haas spin.
Yeah.
That was sick,
dude.
I mean, I've never seen such a big fuck up look so cool.
So good, yeah.
They were just in sync like synchronized swimmers.
Haas probably has that now, framed, perfect,
Gene, have you seen
the marketing is perfect.
I don't know what else I have to say. Good 2 wins for Norris. And again, besides the
Wait, hold on. What's the standings before we go? Because nobody's only just a couple.
Yeah,
points.
he's 8 points away.
8 points.
I'm gonna look at it right now.
Ridiculous.
Oscar Piastri with, I was gonna say 81 points. No, that's his number. 234 points for the season. Oh no, for the Grand Prix. I'm looking at the wrong tab. Give me 1 second. Results. Driver
was
standings.
that all time?
Yeah. 234 for Piastri and 226 for Lando Norris for a combined total of 260. That's how you do math. Yeah, I mean it's a real hot championship race, guys. It's been tighter. Obviously, there's been Formula One years where you're going off of like half a point in between first and second. I'm really, really excited and a little bit nervous to see how the rest of this season shapes up. It's still a battle between the McLaren boys, who have the Constructors Championship far and away. There's no dark horse team that's going to come out of the woodworks.
Nope.
I mean, none of them are that good. I am excited to see who gets second in the Constructors, whether it's Mercedes, whether it's Ferrari. I think Red Bull's pretty much out of contention.
I for sure see Ferrari. I mean,
Ferrari with 222 and Mercedes with 210. A couple of good results either way. I mean,
yeah,
Silverstone was not fantastic for them, but Austria was, and that is kind of the Ferrari thing as of late, is like a couple good races, a couple real bad races, and you never exactly know why.
But didn't they do something new to Lewis's car, I think?
I don't know. What did they do? Was it an upgrade package?
Some kind of package, yeah.
Just for Silverstone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and he did great during Silverstone, and the early pit move or pit start move for Ferrari to get onto the early slicks was a risky decision, and I kind of like them doing that. But it did not pay off for them at all. And I mean, Ferrari has notoriously botched strategy multiple times before, so maybe risky is not their best luck. Maybe we just play it safe, guys.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Leclerc's not coming back to win a championship. Neither is George Russell. Max Verstappen is closer than both of them, and that's sure as hell not happening in the Red Bull car that he's been driving. So, it's going to be Oscar Piastri or Lando Norris at the end of the season with the silverware or the hardware, whatever the silverware. Imagine just getting a fork, a spoon, a gold spoon,
a Lego spoon
with the hard. Yeah. I love Lego.
I like Lego, but I would be pissed off.
I thought they were kind of cool, but you should also get the real trophy.
So I thought they were, but they didn't. If you go back and look, Piastri's is leaning.
Yeah,
it looked like it was gonna fall off. The top
at least
one.
you can always get like the replacement parts.
That's true. Yeah, but anyone could have just gone and bought Nico a trophy, and he would.
Honestly, like most improved.
Actually, let's talk about one last thing.
One more thing, yeah.
The cool down room.
Cool down room.
After a race.
For Silverstone, I don't think I watched that.
All together. All together. Cool down room. Should there be a camera in there or not?
I don't think we would know about it if there wasn't. I don't know, as an F1 fan, yeah, I'm kind of glad there is a camera in there. I think if there wasn't a camera in there, there would be far more instances of like people coming out of the cool down room with black eyes. Like, I think actual fights would start more often.
Should they not just call it something else then?
I don't know. What's your beef with the cool down room? Why don't you like it?
It's so unauthentic.
Oh, to have them just sort of sit there.
To have them sit there and like small talk.
They got to do something while they get the stage ready.
But is that really cooling down?
I don't know. I think for some of them, yes, and for some of them, no. I've seen some kind of controversial cool down room footage over the years too. It's not a recent invention. I mean, maybe cool down room TM is, but they've always had sort of a room, at least in recent televised Formula One.
I would, as much as I am a fan of some of the drama that you get to hear and hear them talk about certain parts that happen in the races. Okay, maybe there should be exclusives. When something happened during the race and you know those two people are going to be in there, get a camera in there.
Dude, I think there should be a gallery. I think it should be a cool down room, and as soon as they sit down, a curtain opens and it's like just 12 random jurors that have been selected, and they get to heckle and they get to do whatever they want.
I was like, if it's a cool down room, they should be able to go in there and just relax. And
they should have individual cool down room. They should be able to go to their fucking trailer for a little bit and
that's a fucking
chill out.
That's a cool down room.
Yeah,
what they got is almost like a fishbowl.
Yeah,
the opposite of cool down, where everybody's watching you now talk like openly about anything.
Well, and they all know enough to not say stupid shit on. Well, they think they know enough,
which is weird.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna put you in this room, and then you get to conversate, and hopefully you don't say something stupid, or you do, to make it entertaining for the people that are watching.
I think the one thing that maybe the F1 movie got right is that there are a lot of really good drivers out there that don't have media training and are probably not driving F1 because of it.
Yeah.
Like, there are probably people who could drive an F1 but don't or can't because they can't get hired by a team. I mean, and it's not like Oscar Piastri is the most charming guy in the world, but
no, he was pissed.
Yeah,
he was pissed.
You know, he typically knows when to shut up, and that's the kind of number one thing about being a TV personality.
Yeah, to get that training, yeah, for sure. I mean, he was so pissed. He was saying that Norris should give him the place back.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I was like,
on
what?
The radio, I was. It is. While I don't agree with you given the circumstances, you did get a penalty. Like, you don't get the place back.
Yeah.
But you should have never been put in that position. Yeah. So, yeah, no, you're not gonna get the place back, Oscar. Yeah. Shut up.
And then the cool down room, you got to see Nico Hülkenberg not know that he's got to put his helmet on.
No, it's really the John Travolta meme of like, where am I?
Yeah.
What is?
But did you see that Norris got his helmet and put it up on the thing for him? Oh, you didn't see that part?
I didn't even
yeah,
notice
so
it.
I guess they get their helmets and put it up on their little like trophy thing.
Oh, okay.
And Nico didn't know that he had to do that.
That's funny. You know what, man? New experiences for my man. That's the one takeaway that I have is I will keep watching F1 probably forever, chasing the high that I felt watching Nico Hülkenberg get his first podium.
So this podcast is dedicated to Nico Hülkenberg.
This one's for you, Nico.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what you do. What you do next in Hungary, which is
the next one.
Yeah, that is the next one. Hungary, August 1st. That's my birthday.
Nice. August 1st.
Don't stalk me, freaks.
It's too late.
August 3rd is the race day. Practice starting on the 1st of August.
Holy moly! That means that's the next race.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
Probably chill. Maybe we can present some race concepts. Maybe we can talk more about F1 the movie. Maybe we can get some simulator time in. I don't know. Why don't you let us know what we should do in the comment section? If we're missing anything, maybe we'll come and just eat here at Zito's live on camera. We got options, baby.
Yeah. Love it.
Guys, Half Serious F1. We just did it again. This is what episode? What are we on? Episode 11? Is this episode 11? Did my inner Davide Valsecchi come out? I'm a little proud of myself. These episode 11.
You know what, dude? I like that guy.
Oh my God, dude! If that's the one interview I want in all of F1 is Davide Valsecchi. He's my absolute hero. Yeah, guys. So glad to be back.
Yes,
so glad we're always here. Maybe not every weekend, but most.
Well, I know that I'm not the only one watching our videos, and I don't think you're watching the videos 16 times or more. So I know there's people out there watching.
Yeah.
And I want to say from the bottom of my heart,
thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we love it. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, Instagram, all the stuff. We'll do some links and we'll do some other stuff. We love you. Goodbye.
Peace.
Bye.